Hi, I'm Melinda Ennis, a local real estate professional in Indiana. And if you're considering moving to the state of Indiana, but want to look at new construction, what should I be thinking about? What are some of the things to consider? Stay with me today. I'm going to walk you through several builders, especially Fischer Homes and the Cove neighborhood in Fishers, Indiana. And we'll talk about things to consider along with highlight some other builders that you want to look at. So there are numerous things to consider when you're moving to Indiana and you want to think about new construction. So hang with me and I'll take you on a journey to hopefully provide you with some great education. Today we're going to be highlighting with Fischer Homes one of their masterpiece collection options. This example is a two-story home and it has a finished basement. Homes within the masterpiece range from $500,000 up to $800,000 depending upon the options you select. So hang with us while we go through this process. Come on in and take a look inside while we tour this beautiful home. So today we're at Fischer Homes inside of a model home. They are beautifully decorated, wonderful light fixtures, beautiful cabinetry, countertops, flooring, and of course, you'll see wallpaper and the furniture. So it looks fabulous, and that's the goal when you're visiting a builder model. So as you're looking at these various features, be very cognizant of the fact that many of them will be considered upgrades when you go through the pricing of a particular home. But in this case, in the Cove neighborhood at Thorpe Creek, this masterpiece collection home offers a very expansive living area that flows very beautifully from the kitchen to a great room area, and you even have a wonderful sunroom slash office in the background. So stick with me as we go through the rest of this beautiful home. Now we're in a beautiful primary bedroom within the Fischer Homes Masterpiece Model Series, and it offers coffered ceilings. It fits a king-size bed, and you can also fit ample storage space for all of your clothing needs. Now this is very comfortable for people to unwind and relax in. And one of my favorite features of this particular model home is the luxurious bathroom. You've got separate sinks for his and hers. You've also got a wonderful soaking tub and a separate shower stall to make getting ready in the morning so enjoyable. So now we're in the basement of a model home, just so that you can get a sense for what are some of the options and updates. As you can see behind me, there is an egress window. So if you're going to put a legal bedroom in a basement, then we need to have an egress window. And in this case, we don't have an actual bedroom, but the window is there for people to be able to get out. And this particular basement has 9-foot ceilings. It also has a wonderful wet bar that you can use to function as a full kitchen space. And with Fischer Homes, if you're going to add a basement to a property, specifically in the Cove neighborhood, expect to spend between $30,000 and $80,000 to finish out that basement, depending upon the floor plan that you select. A few years ago, I worked with a family of 4 relocating to Indiana from out of state. They were building their first home, and after touring several model homes, they felt like Fischer gave them the best balance of function, style, and budget control. What I really appreciated was how Fischer Homes let them build what they needed without pushing a bunch of unnecessary upgrades. The family decided to go with some of the base level finishes and planned to update things like the backsplash and light fixtures later on. That decision kept them under budget, gave them more control, and let them enjoy the home without stretching financially. They also appreciated how Fischer Homes handled construction during the rainy season. When things slowed down, the team kept them informed with regular updates and even shared photos of the build progress since they lived in another state at the time. They moved in right on the tail end of construction in that neighborhood, which brings me to a really important point. Pain point, living through neighborhood construction. If you're building in a community developing like the Cove with Fischer Homes, you should know that you might be living through active construction for a while. That means early morning hammering, trucks coming through the street, and sometimes waiting a year or more for amenities to be completed or for the neighborhood to really feel finished. There's also the emotional side. When you close on your home, but 6 months later, the builder releases the next phase of lots at a higher price. It can feel like you paid too much, too early, or too little, too late. The good news? Historically, builder neighborhoods like Fischer tend to appreciate well, especially in high demand areas like Fisher's, Indiana, Westfield, Indiana, as well as in McCordsville. I always tell buyers, ask about the development timeline, what phases are coming next, and when the builder expects to hand the HOA over to the community. That's a very important timing for you. Welcome to Lennar's Rockwell model. We're located in McCordsville, Indiana, where they are building a fabulous community. Come with us as we tour this property for you if you're considering building in Indiana. And the home is priced at $565,000 as you see it today, as of the recording of this video. So up next, we're at Lennar, which is a national home builder. So what's unique about this particular builder? They have a concept called everything's included. What does that mean for you if you're thinking of building coming to Indiana? When they say everything's included, things like quartz countertops, smart home features, stainless steel appliances, upgraded flooring, vaulted ceilings, all of those types of things are included. What you have options to add yourself would be structural. For example, if you wanted to add a sunroom, or if you wanted to add an additional bathroom, those would be features that would be added. Lennar is a great builder option for you to have everything streamlined for you. So in this really broad kitchen, great room, sunroom space, you see that there is a lot of cabinetry in this home. It's very nice, light, bright, and airy, and Lennar's architects have done a great job of building in lots of windows for you to get natural light into this beautiful home. So take a look at this Wexford model. We are in McCordsville, Indiana, which is a great growing suburb for families that are considering moving to the area. And in this Wexford model with Lennar's everything included home, this is an expansive primary bedroom. Everything is generally included, but there are a few updates that you can do, and those are mostly structural. For example, the ledge that you see in the back with the shelving and the quartz countertop, that will be considered an upgrade, but what a fantastic bedroom this is for you to relax and enjoy in. So in this Lennar Wexford model, one of the great features is you have a loft in addition to 4 very good sized bedrooms, one of which, of course, is the primary suite, but there's a second bedroom that has an ensuite bath. So Lennar, in its everything included type of floor plan, can offer your family a lot of space to grow with everything included that most homeowners are going to want in their homes anyway. So let's zoom out for a moment. If you're considering other options, here's a quick breakdown of a couple of other local, national-based builders. D.R. Horton often has spec homes available, which is great if you need something move-in ready. More limited in terms of design flexibility, but strong on affordability. You might want to also make sure you review the ratings and reviews for the builder. There are some positive, but some not so positive. A second option, Arbor Homes. They're a good option for more budget-conscious buyers. They build in developing areas like Pendleton and Greenfield, even Westfield. One of my past clients liked their floor plan, but chose to upgrade a lot of the finishes later on, again, since their base model was very minimal. If your budget is in the range of $500 to $1 million, then Fischer Homes will offer some of the best blend of design freedom, community feel, and build quality without going that full custom route. Come back for a future video as we highlight other great local builders in Indiana. I hope this gave you a good overview and insight into some builders that we spotlighted today, Fischer Homes and Lennar. From design flexibility to communication or an everything's included model, these are great options to consider for families and professionals moving from out of state who want something personalized and don't want to necessarily have to build from scratch. If you're relocating to Indiana and thinking about building, my team and I would love to be your agent of choice. You can find my contact information in the description below to book a call with me. Again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.